Hey, you guys, it's Shira. I wanted to come to you right now to share some more things that came to my mind. It's amazing to me how the Lord has been bringing women into my life, and every woman that He has brought into my life has brought up other things that have caused me to remember some of the crazy things that I went through during my marriage. And He allows it to come back to mind so that I can release it, get it on video, get it out, help somebody else, and keep moving. So the other day, I had seen a post online, and it was talking about the cycle of abuse. And as I was reading the different points about the cycle of abuse, one of the things that really got me was power gained through social isolation. And when I think about that, I think about all the times that my husband at the time, how he would pull me away from my family, my friends. He would speak negatively about everybody to basically change my perception of them, my thoughts of them, so that I wouldn't want to deal with them anymore. It was a trick of the enemy. That's what I'm going to say. Because the devil likes to keep you isolated or get you isolated so that he can lie to you. And you'll believe those lies because you don't have anyone else around you combating those things or rebutting those ideas and thoughts. So that is a trick of the enemy that's used to abuse you and to gain control over you. And one of the things that I remembered, and this happened multiple times throughout my marriage, I call him my children's father because that's what he is to me. He's not my ex, he's not my husband, he is my children's father. So I say that, and so every time I say that, I'm speaking of the man that I was married to. Anyway, he was a truck driver, and I believe that he still is. And that meant he would take jobs that would have him be gone for 3-4 days at a time, sometimes even longer, from city to city. And I remember the very last time that we tried to reconcile, I left Phoenix, Arizona, and I moved to Denver because that's where he was working. Then we went from Denver to Kansas City. Kansas City, when I was there, he had been taking jobs, and it was really weird how it was happening because we were living in Kansas City, but he would drive back to I think it was Denver to work. So there was a time that I remember where he had left me in the house with the children and was gone for days. He left me with no vehicle, no money, and Kansas City was a place that he grew up. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have any family there. The only family members were his family. So anything I needed, I had to go to his family, and because that was that connection there, he could always find out anything that I was doing because his family were the only ones that I was able to call and connect with. Anything I needed, if I even needed to get to the grocery store, I had to call somebody in his family. And that was his trick to control me. And I mean, no money, no food, and I didn't know the area, no car. So I literally had to call someone else to help me get where I needed to go. But I realized, you know what? That was the trick of the enemy.